Yeah, well, we've got this now site here in Mai Khao, which is about 10 right, and we're building what will be a purpose-built shelter designed specifically on Western standards for dogs. It also incorporates, though, an education centre where we'll be teaching children from local schools and also the international schools, and also a purpose-built hospital, which has clinics in it, isolation wards and 2 operating theatres. We moved here, we moved into the government dog pound about 18 months ago, and at the time the government was short of funds. The pound itself needed a lot of repair and renovation doing to it, and we spent approximately 2 million baht on improving it, installing a clinic, installing drains, more shelter for the dogs. Then in November this year, the Livestock Department advised us that they now had a budget to run the pound and needed additional space themselves, and asked us if we would find alternative accommodation. And this has resulted in us today moving here. Not totally complete, but complete enough for to get in today.
Right. How many dogs are you hoping to look after here?
The capacity here will be approximately 300 dogs. Of course, we differ totally in our policy to the government. The dogs here are basically dogs that have been rescued from cruelty situations or have been under threat of poisoning, and in some cases just dumped, and we've obviously had to look after them. It's not our policy just to gather dogs off the street and bring them here. That's not the way we operate. We continue to believe that the most effective way of controlling the stray dog population of Phuket is through sterilisation, and we've just passed the 18,000 mark for dogs and cats at the end of last month.
This is in total since Soi Dog started?
This is a total since Soi Dog started, and with the assistance last month of a team from Michigan State University who were with us, who did several hundred dogs while they were here. And we believe it's far more effective to have sterilised a controlled number of sterilised dogs on the streets than to take them away and allow more to come in that aren't sterilised to take the place. The problem just continues.
What are the other facilities you have here? Is it for also sort of cleaning and quarantining?
Yeah, we have 8 runs similar to this one. Each one is designed to hold comfortably 25 dogs. It could hold more than that, but we believe 25 is the ideal number. In addition, we have treatment runs over there, which are still being constructed. We are going to construct behind the clinic, the hospital over there. There will be a specific puppy run area for puppies and mothers with puppies that come here. And then we also have an education centre, and we're building, nearly complete now, accommodation for our Thai staff who will live on site, who monitor the, who look after the shelter. In addition, we have accommodation for our vet, and we have another vet starting next month. Hotel in Khao Lak is kindly sponsoring a further vet for us, and we will start to also run satellite clinics now up in Khao Lak as a result of that.
What do you need, or what do you want help from the public? Can they come visit here? What do you want?
Yep, in the next few days there'll be a map. It's on our website, and there'll be signs going up directing the public here, because if you've probably noticed, it's not the easiest place to find from directions.
Basically the back road of the airport.
Yeah,
the airport.
North of the airport, you go past the next set of lights, and by the mosque you turn left, and then you travel down there a couple of miles, and just before you get to Mai Khao, the beach there, you turn right and we're there. What we need from the public, well, as you imagine, this has cost a lot of money to build. We're very grateful in the main to individuals predominantly from overseas, but also here in Phuket, for digging their hands in their pockets once again to build this facility. But to run this facility and to be effective, we do need to raise far more funds than we are doing now. We have the capacity to sterilise, with 2 vets, more than 30 dogs a day. But obviously the cost of drugs is very, very high, and this is where we need to raise more money. We're also very much in need of volunteers for all sorts of things, whether it's for working with the dogs directly or for fundraising purposes.
What do you think of the government's recent declaration coming up officially that Phuket will be a rabies-free zone? Do you believe that? And also the way they're microchipping and giving out dog passports to all dogs, including, I presume, some of yours?
Yeah, I think the declaration that Phuket is to be the first rabies-free zone in Thailand is great news. I think all credit to Dr. Sanat and the Livestock Department, who's encouraged for the past 5 years the vaccination of dogs and cats and provided 3 clinics for this. We also, of course, routinely vaccinate all the stray dogs we get hold of, and there hasn't been a rabies case on Phuket, to my knowledge, for many, many years. I've been asked, I had a flurry of phone calls since that news came out as to whether or not now people can take dogs from Phuket elsewhere without quarantine. And the simple answer to that is no. I've been in touch with the EU, and I don't think it's ever likely to happen until the whole of Thailand is rabies-free. The fact is, of course, although we're an island, and now there are very good regulations and controls in place for dogs coming in from overseas, there is no control at the moment for dogs coming in from other areas of Thailand. And in fact, you can go to the weekend market tonight and see dozens of puppies that have been brought in from elsewhere on sale. I'm aware, I believe the Livestock Department are planning on handling this by having vets at the checkpoint, but whether or not that's feasible to have a vet 24 hours a day searching every bus and every car that comes into Phuket, it seems to me a very difficult task to be able to control.